Hi, my name is Tracy Collins. I own Collins Bookkeeping. I am a Quickbooks ProAdvisor, a strategic advisor, and a certified partner with Housecall Pro. So I had a request from a Housecall Pro user to create a video discussing the Undeposited Funds account in QuickBooks Online and how it integrates with QuickBooks or Housecall Pro. So the first thing I want to do is explain to you what the Undeposited Fund account is. It's basically exactly what it says, is it's funds that have not been deposited. But it's considered a holding account. And the best way that I can describe it to everyone is think of it as a file account. So you've done, in a span of 5 days, you've done 5 different jobs. And each one of those customers paid you a check in $100 each. Obviously, you don't want to run to the bank every single day. Especially when you know that you have more checks that are going to be coming. So you just wait until like the end of the week. So during that time, before you go to the bank, you go ahead and just put those checks into a file cabinet. And once it comes around the day that you're going to take them to the bank, you pull all those checks out, the 5 checks for $100 each, and you go ahead and take them all to the bank and you deposit them all as one lump sum. So basically what's happening is the undeposited funds is holding each one of those checks until you physically make the deposit. So what happens, so let me just show you. So we went ahead and created an invoice and we went ahead and put in there that it was paid and it was paid by check. So you can see down here. So what that does automatically is that's going to automatically push that invoice over, or the payment over, into what's called the bank deposit screen. So you'd go click on new and click bank deposit. So you can scroll down and you can see right here is that $50 payment that was just paid with that for that invoice that I just showed you. So let's say you are going to go ahead and go to the bank, or you didn't want to go to the bank yet, so you just put that $50 into your filing cabinet. That's fine. But the day rolls around that you want to go ahead and finally deposit that. And you want to deposit this here, which is the $50, but then you also have a cash payment here, we'll say from like Trina Moore. So go ahead and you would select that one as well. So you would have a total deposit of $135. And you would say you want to deposit into your checking account and you want to deposit it. Today's date is the 18th of May. So you just select the payments here that you are going to be depositing, and you just go ahead and click save and close. Now what's going to happen is that deposit has been deposited into your checking account in QuickBooks Online, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So here's the deposit of $135. And then what happens is once that $135 gets pulled over in from your banking screen, it's going to go ahead and automatically find that match to this $135. So all you have to do is click match. The banking is not set up in this account, so I can't really show you this. But that is what would happen, is it would come over. Now, with a credit card payment, the concept is basically the same. So what's going to happen is when you have a credit card payment from Housecall Pro, what's going to happen is it's going to also push that over, the credit card payment, also over into this banking screen, or not bank screen, deposit screen. You are not going to do anything with that deposit though, because what happens is Housecall Pro, if you go, well, this doesn't have any credit cards in it either, but what happens is when you get so let's say you have several credit card payments that were made, we'll stick with 5, and they all get deposited on we'll say May 18th. So what happens is Housecall Pro will take and it will automatically, once it's deposited, it will automatically pull the payments that it was part of that credit card deposit. It will subtract the credit card fees, and then it will automatically save it into your checking account. So then what happens is when that money actually comes through on your banking screen, you can just go ahead and match it. Now, if it is not working, there's a couple different things that could be causing it, but that's going to be for a later date. So that's really all that I have. I hope that this explained a little bit about what the undeposited funds. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say, if you do not clean this out and do use it the way it's supposed to be used, this is going to overstate your income by however much money is left in here. So, like, for example, if the banking screen was set up and all of these payments were already deposited into the account and we went through on the banking screen and added them or matched them or whatever needed to be done, then it would be overstated by $839,561.07. This is the number one issue that I see when people believe that their profit and loss statement, their net income or their sales is overstated by almost double. It's because this here has not been cleaned out. The only way to clean this out is to go back through every single deposit and check in, undeposit them out of your checking account in QuickBooks Online, and then go back through and select the payments that go with each one of those deposits. It can be very, very tedious. But I would highly recommend that if it gets to that point and you have a lot, that you may want to consider doing some cleanup work on it to get your numbers accurate. So yeah, so that's it. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and reach out to me at www.collinsbookkeeping.com.